All right, our scaffolding came in.
Yes!
We are going to Coeur d'Alene to go pick it up.
Right. Well, all right, we got our scaffolding. It was all ready for us. We just pulled back behind Home Depot, and the guy grabbed a forklift, threw it on the back of our trailer, so we are all set to go.
Very exciting. So now we're gonna go, and we're actually gonna meet up with my cousin and his wife at a brewery here in Coeur d'Alene, and we're gonna enjoy the rest of the evening.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Now that we have our scaffolding,
yes,
finally, we are going to go ahead and start getting it set up. So
we'll cut the planks. We'll set up 2 sections of scaffolding so we can get up to be, you know, because our garage door is going to be 12 feet tall. So we can get up there, and then once we get that all framed up, we'll set the 3rd section up so we can start setting rafters, and we'll jump on that. So I'll get those boards cut, and then we'll start framing garage door. That's gonna be exciting.
All right.
Our scaffolding. Yeah. So now we can start doing this stuff up high. I think today I'm gonna work on this header for the garage. Went and met with some garage door companies, and we decided to go with one that has a design and style that we really like. I think you guys are gonna think it's really cool. So we now know the rough opening we need, so we can jump on that. And the first thing I need to do is make some planks. So the way I was always told how to do it is just take some 2x12s, take some 16 footers, cut them in half, make some planks, put some cleats on the bottom so they can't slide off. It's kind of like old school, kind of like how I am. So I'm going to stick with that. We have some 2x12s that we use to form our concrete up. And so I have a couple of 16 footers. I'm just going to cut those in half, which is breaking my heart because I hate cutting 16 foot long 2x12s in half, but it has to be done. We need the planks, and so we're going to have to sacrifice those boards. This is how we're going to do these planks. We're going to cut them at 7'6". That'll give us an overhang of about, these scaffolding are 7 foot wide, but it's to the center of the bar, so it's about 1/2 inch or so to each edge from the center. And so I'm going to cut these 7'6", and that'll give us about 2.5 inches of overhang past our scaffolding. And then I'm going to screw a 1 by 1.5 by 1.5 2x2 board. I'm going to screw that underneath of it to kind of lock the plank in from moving. So I'll show you. Baby, battery. These DeWalt batteries are just terrible. The only good ones I've ever found are these 6 amp ones, and they last pretty good amount of time. But all right, there's one. Now we just need 3 more. All right. We got some 2x2s cut. So all we're going to do is put them on the end of this plank. Probably don't need to pre-drill, but it really does help. Sure that they're not gonna go through the board. just do that on every single plank. I was assuming that they would come with it.
So this is really silly. So you order these sets of scaffolding and they don't come with the things that you need.
They're not cheap either.
And yeah, like each set was a little over $200. But like right there, there's these holes and you have to buy separate pins to lock them together. It just doesn't make sense.
Which we have ordered.
Which we did order, but like they should just come with them. Anyways, I will stop complaining now. All right, Levi said there's a trick.
So you just get the first one set up here. It's just hanging, even if you're 10 high. You take the one that's next to it, you bring it over to the top of the other one, and then it's all ready to go. You don't have to try to fight having it to go together or anything like that.
All right, so now get those planks.
Stick our planks up, a couple rows. Get us. The garage door is going to be about here, so our header.
Yeah, the header. And then, sorry about the generator. We're not getting much solar these days, so we got to supplement with that. But I'm gonna start framing this garage door wall.
All right. We're over here on the garage door side, and we're getting ready to put our header, and we need to extend this shipping container out about a foot. These are 14 feet apart, and our garage door is 12 feet, so it's just big enough to get our camper in here. And just wanted to let you know how we're going to do this. So I took your all's advice and remember to get some sill seal for the front here, even though I didn't do it in the back. That was my fault. Totally forgot. But we're gonna put that down. We're gonna put a treated board down, and we ran a string from edge to edge here, so that we're gonna keep this perfectly straight. You can see the shipping container is perfectly level, or actually I should say plumb. So we'll be able to just build this wall off. It's actually 11 5/8, and then we're gonna add a 3/4 board onto that to give us our finished rough opening. So when you do a garage door, the way they recommend you do it is to make the finished opening whatever size door you're buying. So we're buying a 12 foot by 12 foot door, so our finished opening should be 12 foot by 12 foot. We are gonna add 3/4 trim on each side of the garage door as you pull in. So we need to make it 1.5 inches bigger than 12 foot to make that work. We're gonna do that. We'll jump on that, Tapcon these down, and then we'll start working on our header. All right, we got our header up. Notched it around this wall. There'll be a rafter that runs along this, sits on top of this other piece of the header, runs up and sits on top of the tall wall. So now we're just gonna nail this header together. Normally you do that on the ground, but with it just being Tanya and I, we don't feel comfortable trying to pick this heavy header up. So we're just gonna do it 2 pieces. And so now we're just gonna go down, clamp it so that it's nice and together, and nail it down, and then we'll jump on the rest of the framing. All right, so we had a little bit of a curve in our header, and one reason why you build these on the ground on something flat is so that they'll be nice and straight. So the way we're going to do this is we just have a ratchet strap. It doesn't have to move very much at all, just a little bit, and then we'll run a string on that, make sure that's nice and straight, and then we'll nail it together. There it is, the clamps did the trick.
Do we get to go inside now?
We get to go inside now. This way.
Ryder's heart murmur doesn't seem to be bothering him much.